Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video, my colleague Vaibhav Gupta spoke to his friend Ranjith. Ranjith gave a very unique perspective about Alteryx. If one knows Excel, how to upgrade their skills into Alteryx is what he specifically mentioned in this video. Not only that, if one wants to crack an interview about Alteryx, he gave a three-step process how one can get there. And also some introduction about what is Alteryx and around that. Hope you enjoy this video.
Welcome to another video of DigiBytes. This week we have Ranjith with us, who is a data engineer and been working for more than 6+ years on tools like Informatica and Alteryx. So, like without wasting any time, or I introducing Ranjith, I would ask Ranjith to introduce himself and say a few words about him.
Yeah, thanks, Vaibhav. Thanks for having me. So, yeah, guys, so I'm Ranjith. So I've been working in a IT professional for last 6 years. So initial 3 years I've been working in Informatica. Then I moved to Alteryx. So I'm working in Alteryx for last 3 years. So I do have experience in SQL, Alteryx, and Informatica, as I mentioned. And initially I started my career as a PLSQ, but later everything moved to business intelligence.
So, Ranjit, when we say tools like Alteryx Informatica, do you know, or can you help our audience that what these tools are and why they're used? What is the purpose of these tools?
Okay, so Informatica is being considered as one of the most popular ETL because ETL, if you go to the ETL section, then you can see the number of ETL tools like IBM Data Stage and Informatica. So it will extract the data from one source and do the transformation and cleaning and load it into the another database. Because usually the business will hold the business in the multiple locations. So the system, the source database will be a different, or they will use files as well in some cases. So in order to use the ETL, so it can connect to the multiple source and combine and transform the data and to bring all the business data together and do the business intelligence. So most of the case, our endpoint will be the analytics. So they will store all the data into the data warehouse. From there, they will be using those data into the visualization dashboard and to uh, to find the KPIs, what is the key performance indicator for the business, and further they will grow with the business. So this is how the business intelligence work. When you are coming to Alteryx, so it is similar to the Informatica, but it is not being considered as a ETL tool because ETL tool is a very powerful tool and it can handle the huge of data. So Alteryx is being considered as one of the Excel replace because most of the business uses Excel. And in finance business, so Excel is a unremovable component. So Alteryx is focused on that part, and they are giving the most functions that we use in Excel, and they can do it with the help of Alteryx, so that their processing time got reduced in minutes instead of hours. So that helped the business to create the reports in an iterative manner, so that each and every connection, they just go and hit the run button, and they will get the new report.
Ranjit, there is a like growing trend which I see when I visit portals like Naukri, Shine, or Monster.com. So all the job portals we see, there is a huge amount of jobs related to these profiles. So more specifically to Alteryx. So why this trend is growing?
Well, actually saying Alteryx exists from 2013, I guess. But even I came to know about Alteryx in 2018 only. Because of these periods, this tool is growing day by day. In 2018, when I learned, there is no profile for Alteryx. But since I have an Informatica background, so I got an opportunity to learn and started learning with Alteryx community. So even there is no specialized training for Alteryx, even company is not providing training. So which visited the community portal of Alteryx. So there they have pre-structured learning courses, and it is free of cost. So you can go through those and you can complete the certification as well. Like 3 levels of certifications are there. So initially is the course certification, and then you are going with the advanced. So expert is going to be a cost. So these two certifications are free of cost. And since I started working at Alteryx in 2018, I can see the more number of the companies are moving to Alteryx because they do have lots of Excel reports that combines multiple sheets of Excel, the database, and they are paying more resources. So in order to optimize this thing, so when they're converting their code into the Alteryx, so number of users getting reduced, so that saves the company cost. So uh, the more number of workflows are created within Alteryx, so that the business will get immediate reports, and even one technical guy handles the multiple reports because in finance world, so one person can handle one reports. Since Alteryx is a code and a workflow, they can build a multiple workflow, and one person can add all the workflows. So that saves the company as a cost.
Question which is rolling around the people who are hiring Alteryx developers, and as well as the person who are giving interview on the Alteryx. So people, when they interview such profiles, they face challenges that they, out of 40, 50, 60 people, they only get three quality people. So it's kind of a question mark. What is the right formula to crack the interview for Alteryx? Or I would say, what is the right thing of skills, or what things that individuals have to learn in order to crack an interview for Alteryx? So as you are an expert, I would like to know your view, that what you did best to crack the interview, and how you have evolved in like a small time period from a Informatica to an Alteryx expert.
Yeah, actually, I'm not an expert. Still, I'm learning. So because Alteryx is a vast tool and it's a many functionality. Even I'm not explored to all the functionalities. But yeah, cracking to the interview. So SQL is the basic. So you need to concentrate on the SQL. So how much you are exploring the SQL, so you will get a more hands-on knowledge of ETL, because ETL is nothing but the next form of the SQL one. So if you know the SQL at the core, like basic select function, where condition, and some kind of a string operations as well, we will do in SQL and plus Excel. So and as well, while automating the reports in Alteryx, you should also know about the basics of the Excel as well. So like a VLOOKUP or some kind of formulas, concatenate. So all these things. So you need to understand how the report has been built in Excel, and you need to do the same in Alteryx, because Alteryx also have the similar functionality. But yeah, you should know to this basic, and after that, try to convert because without experience, no one can't able to, because uh, you can study and watch the videos, but without a hands-on, you can't able to crack the interview. And you need to because since you've been working for 1 year, then you might come to know the technical aspect of the Alteryx, because how the Alteryx is working, if I'm passing the rows wise, so which row will get processed or which row will come first. So according to that, you will write the logic. So if you understand those concepts, it will be better to crack the interview. So do the hands-on experience and try to convert the more Excel reports in Alteryx within your knowledge. Like whatever you do, try with Alteryx and gain more knowledge. And last but not least, weekly challenge in community board. So it is a good platform. So they can go and challenge, complete the challenges, whichever, because it is having almost 300 plus challenges, and it will be updated a weekly basis. So every day they will be giving you challenges. So go and crack it, and you don't have to worry about, because it's a challenge, and they give the solution. Even you can try for 2 weeks or something. If you don't able to crack it, go through the solutions so that you will understand how the data flows. If you're watching the data flows regularly, then you will come to know about the things about Alteryx.
Also, Ranjit, you mentioned in the starting that the certification for Alteryx is free of cost for beginner and the intermediate level. So, is it something that defines if you crack the certification, you will be able to crack the interview as well?
Well, actually, no, because the course certification is a more of a multiple choice question. So you can crack it if you go randomly and use this selection. But yeah, it's not that easy to crack the interview for the Alteryx. First attempt itself, it will take multiple attempts. Even the questions will be repeated sometimes. But now they have updated the database, so nowadays it is being more difficult. But solving weekly challenges will definitely will help you to crack the interview.
I also see that in the mix of SQL and the technical concepts that people have to learn is very imperative, as you said in the like beginning of the session. So if a person who is working on, for example, a BI tool like Tableau and or a tool like Informatica, and they want to switch to this particular Alteryx tool, so will it be, and it's not that everyone can buy the license of a Alteryx tool. So will it be easy for them to crack this interview by just going through the videos on internet or the community that are available, or just by learning or cracking the certification exams?
Learning videos doesn't help you because you can watch the videos and you can understand at the time of you watch the video, but you don't know when the like a project came or a use case is coming, you don't know where to access this tool. So if you have the hands-on, then you will know what kind of functions we can do within this tool, so that we can go right away. And because most of the interviews they will ask scenario-based question. So if we don't have the hands-on, and they will give the limited time as well, like within 10 or 15 minutes you need to solve the problem. So without hands-on, by watching videos only, you need to recall more and more. But if you have the hands-on, you can browse to the tool bar because you need to search the tools where it is come. So if you know the hands-on, you know where the tool is. So you can go there because Alteryx have 100 plus tools, as I said. So if you know, if you have the hands-on, then you can go and track the tools, and you know what kind of errors will come if you apply some of the because solving the errors is the biggest problem. Okay, if you start with the error, if you know the error at hands-on, then you can solve the error within a few minutes. But if you don't, then yeah, you will be stuck because you don't have the hands-on. Because learning the videos doesn't explain on the error spot.
So what outcomes can I get from you, this discussion is, first of all, you must go through the whatever available videos on
Mhm.
online. Then you have to understand the concepts, and a practical experience is really necessary in order to crack that interview.
Yeah, right.
And additional advantage will be if you crack those certifications by going through those weekly challenges on the community and going through all the instructions that they have mentioned. So
Yeah, right.
overall, if we go through this process, then it will be really helpful to crack this interview.
Yeah, absolutely right, Vaibhav. Because no one going to create an interview questions because more than weekly challenge. Because weekly challenge is more complex. If you're able to crack those weekly challenges, yeah, definitely you can crack the interview-based questions as
Thank you, Ranjit, for so much insight. Any last words you like to add?
well. Yeah, I've added so much, but I forgot to mention one point. So Alteryx is also considered as a data preparation tool. So whatever the data within Alteryx, so that will improvise the performance of the Tableau. Because if you do the data transformation preparation cleansing in the Tableau, that will take the server load, and the dashboard refresh is also getting slow. But instead of that, Alteryx is offering this functionality, and they can load the hyper extract file. So that is the fastest file for the tab. So if you load that transformed data within Tableau, then Tableau performance will also be very fast. So that is also one of the main reason people are switching to the Alteryx.
For so much insights, and audience, if you like the video, please do subscribe our channel, and if you have any questions, you can comment on the video below, or you have the link where you can post your comments, and we will get back to you with all the details. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah, thank you,
Ranjit.
Vaibhav. Bye.
Bye.